MLB Pipeline conducted a big survey of many executives across Major League Baseball to vote on different aspects of the game. And one of the things they're looking at is the farm system. The previous ones are Rookies of the Year for the coming 2024, top prospects, and then tools. So now they're talking in general about the farm system. So let's take a look at the article from MLB Pipeline. Which team has the best farm system? Okay, clearly the Orioles. They've had so many high draft picks. They've made good picks with those. Then they got the Dodgers and the Pirates and others at 13%. Which team uses the draft best? The Los Angeles Dodgers. So they talk about this a little bit, but one of the best parts that the Dodgers do is they're always lower in the draft. So teams like the Orioles, it's much easier to draft. Between on the top when you have the top 5 picks. That's changing now for the Orioles. They are now a good team. They're not going to be drafting so high anymore. But the Dodgers have been drafting from the bottom of the barrel for a long time. They haven't had a top 10 pick since, 2013 or something like that? And it was Chris Reed. Oof. Different regime, folks. Which team plays the international market better than any other? The Dodgers finished tied for 4th with the Rays. The Yankees still at the end of the day haven't proven to me yet. Padres have done well in it, but they end up trading all of them. The Rays are really good at what they do. And so the Dodgers do a pretty good job at that. We haven't really had, Julio did work out pretty well for a while, but that's a different story now. Which team is the best at acquiring prospects and trades? They say the Rays. Now, I think that's very underrated. I kind of look at what the Dodgers have done in the past. They traded for Josiah Gray and Jeter Downs, who they turned around and traded for other people after raising their stock. They've traded for Nick Frasso, right? They've traded for, even when they made the trade for Stripling and got Ryan Noda and Kendall Williams. So they've made some trades in which they've been able to acquire some prospects. So I think they've done really well with that. But the Rays are very, very good at what they did. So the Dodgers did receive a few votes in that area. Who has the most underrated farm system? That will not be the Dodgers on here. They're not going to it shouldn't get any picks on that. They're rated quite where they belong. Now this will be funny for some of you. Which team hoards its prospects the most? Because what does it seem like the Dodgers are doing right now? It seems like they're hoarding what they've got. But let's think back a little bit. They did bust loose Downs and Alex Verdugo. Well, he was past prospect at the time for Betts. When they made the trade for Max Scherzer and Trey Turner, they traded 3. Well, they're 1 and 2, and then like a top 25 pick in Gerardo Carrillo. So they've been willing to do some stuff, and I think they're going to be really busting loose pretty soon with that. But yeah, I was surprised they didn't even get in the vote. Not even also receive votes. They got no votes. Here's where we get really fun, and this is for real, folks. Which team best develops pitchers? Yeah, it's the Dodgers. They find ways, man. They find ways. They're talking about here, right? They've been able to find, guys like Nick Frasso and Gavin Stone. Frasso in the trade a couple years ago. Gavin Stone in maybe the last pick of the draft in 2020. I know it was only 5 rounds, but still. They're able to and then they develop these guys. I mean, Tony Gonsolin was a 9th round pick. And despite where he's at now, the value they got for him as a 9th rounder, that's extremely high. take that any flippin' day. And now, which team develops the best hitters? Your Los Angeles Dodgers. They're amazing. They take guys that other teams don't hold in high regard and they build them up. Will Smith is really a great example of that. But you're going to start seeing that. Michael Bush was a low first-round pick. The guy's going to be good. James Outman, the guy, they totally ripped apart his swing, probably more than once, and got him going. Now he's a major league starter. Working with Gavin Lux. Gavin Lux was somebody that not everyone thought was picked. They thought he should have been picked lower. So they did a good job. Which team is best at uncovering and developing sleeper prospects? Well, of course it's the Dodgers. They've done just a remarkable job, again, with the low picks. It feeds into the previous two. Who's the best developing pitchers? Who's the best developing hitters? The Dodgers. Who's the best at uncovering and developing sleeper prospects? Well, if you have those other things, you're bringing you top here. So I don't know why that. It's almost a silly last question. But at the end of the day, the Dodgers, yes, they've thrown a lot of money around. A lot of money around this year. But since the new era, the Guggenheims, since they came in, the Dodgers have been putting a ton of money every year into their development program. It is second to none. There might be others that are tied in terms of development, but no one's better. Their ratios of players to coaches, and it's good coaches. It's good coaches. It's a vast variety of backgrounds. They have just an amazing group. So, yes, the Dodgers are able to do what they can do, where they can keep graduating players through the system and they keep developing them. I like to talk about after they traded Gray and Keibert, Josiah and Keibert to the Nationals, their ranking dropped. They got out of the top 10. They were soon right back near the top right away. Now they had a lot of guys graduate this year, so their ranking will be lower, but it'll be near the top because these guys will start rising to the top again. So very exciting times to be a Dodger fan. Very exciting times to be somebody in the Dodger system. The only question is, how do you break through? Do you break through getting traded? Do you break through by getting your opportunity with the Dodgers? Or both? Who knows? We're blessed. The Dodgers are blessed. So, yeah, they have an amazing system, and the other teams think so also.